In this lesson, we're going to be talking about multiple backgrounds. If you look on caniuse.com, you can see that pretty much every browser supports multiple backgrounds aside from IE8 and below. If you want to follow along at home and you're jumping right into this lesson, open up background2.html from your working files folder. Now I'm going to comment out background clip so that way we can see this with the border and it looks nice and pretty. Also for aesthetics, I'm going to change this to be a solid. Now let's say we wanted to add some noise to our image. Well, it turns out there actually is a way of adding multiple background images. And we've seen this general way of operating before. You just separate them with a comma. So for example, my file is named noise.png. So I'm going to say URL noise.png, comma, URL shuttle2x.png. If I save this and go over here, you'll notice that we now have some really ugly looking noise. So now the question is, why does this noise look so ugly? Well, it turns out if you set multiple sources for your background image, each one of these sources, all of the other background properties will apply to both of the sources. So the shuttle at 2x is getting squished down to 400 by 260. That's perfect for it. But the noise.png is also getting squished or stretched. In this case, it's getting stretched very large. So what we need to do is give noise.png its own background sizing. Now I could look up the dimensions of noise.png and type them manually in here, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. It'd be a lot better if there was a way of saying, just position the way you normally would. And sure enough, you can say auto, auto. Now we have some nice looking noise. Additionally, background origin of border box. If I wanted to make that different for both images, I would have to separate them with a comma. If I just leave a single one, it's going to apply to both of them. Lastly, I'm going to bring that background clip back. I want to clip my noise.png to the content box and my shuttle to the border box. Sure enough, now our noise has been clipped to this area here, and our shuttle goes all the way to the edges. So that's pretty fantastic. Do keep in mind that the order of these things matters. First of all, the first one here will get the first thing in background size and the first thing in background clip, but also noise.png, because it's first, will go on top of shuttle at 2x.png. Now that seems to run a little bit contrary to what we usually see in CSS, which is that the thing that's specified last goes on top or gets precedence. In the case of multiple parameters like this within one property value, the first one gets the worm.